In this video, we want to look at finding the slope, the y-intercept, and graph for these two examples here. Remember, we're going to be working with the slope-intercept form. In case you guys have forgotten, the slope-intercept form is y is equal to mx plus b. The things that we need to be aware of here is noticing that this guy is solved for y. When it's solved for y, this is going to be your slope. And remember, we talk about slope as being rise over run. And then the b is what gives us our y-intercept. The y-intercept is not just a number. As we saw in the other video, it is a point, and it is of the form 0b, because every y-intercept has an x-coordinate of 0. So let's take this slope-intercept form, and let's work this guy out. Now, we saw with the slope-intercept form that it has to be solved for y. Now, I was really nice to you, thank you, you're welcome, that I already gave you one that was solved for y. So if that's the case, the coefficient of x, 3/2, is going to be my slope. So my slope is 3/2, and keep in mind that we are looking at this as the rise over the run. Well, since this is solved for y, this is your slope times x, that means this guy right here is your b. What that gives me is the y-intercept, and it gives it to me in the form 0, -1. Now, remember, if we're going to be graphing using the slope and the y-intercept, we have to make sure we use the right one first. The first step, of course, is to plot the y-intercept. You have to plot the y-intercept because you have to know where you're going to start. If you're going to be giving somebody directions somewhere, you can't just tell them how to go, you have to know where they're coming from. And that's the y-intercept, that's the starting point. The directions, how to move, is the slope. So the second part we have here is to use the slope to plot, additional points. You know I'm not going to redo the video just for this guy right here. Come on now. And once you have those additional points, you're going to actually draw the line. Okay? Should be simple enough, so let's go to it. Okay? If we are going to graph this according to these steps, first plot the y-intercept. The y-intercept is 0, -1, so it goes on the y-axis. Remember, this is your y-axis, this is your x-axis. So the point 0, -1 is going to be right here. 0, -1. Now to find other points on the line, we're going to look at the slope. The slope is rise over run. That means from this point, from your starting point, you're going to go up 3, over 2, and you got to put another point. Go up 3 and over 2, and you put another point. And again, I know you guys can't contain yourselves. You keep going till you run out of room, and then you want to go back down the other way. So if I went up 3 and to the right 2, I can reverse that and still get other points. So go down 3, to the left 2, and there's a point. Down 3, to the left 2, and there's another point. The more points you have on your graph, the easier it is for you to draw your line. The easier it is for you to line up your ruler or straight edge or whatever it is that you're using. Now remember, your lines go from one edge of the graph to the other, and we also include the arrows. Why do we include the arrows? Because we were trying to show that this line continues on forever in both directions. Okay? Now look at some of these other points that we have here. This point right here is the ordered pair 4, 5. Now if this is a point on the line, that means that it is a solution for this equation. We can easily check that, and let's do that over here on the left where we have some room. I'm trying to say that 3/2 times the x value of 4 minus 1, that should be equal to, let's check, is that equal to the y, which is positive 5? Is this true? If it is, we should be in pretty good shape that this is the correct line. The 2 is going to cancel with the 4 to give me a 2. So I have 6 minus 1, which of course that equals 5. So yes, I feel good that this is the correct line. Always pick points on here to check your work.